this one. I want to do this one, and then I'll just. Oh, I got a little bug right there. See that? I got this one. I had this on my mind, and I want to do this for you. And then, do I have any other shit I want to do? No, after that, we'll just do whatever. But let me just do this one for you. This is one of my favorites. I told you. Wait, no, I want to do two. And then we'll do whatever. I got this shit. I feel like I want to get it off my chest, you know. I've been talking to some friends of mine from my hometown lately, you know. And I come from Portland, Oregon. That's where I come from. It rains all the time. Oh, we call it the City of Roses because we got a lot of roses there. And about 5 years ago, well, no, let me tell you this. When I was a kid in high school, right, if you were sort of a cigarette section outside of the school person, one of the parts of our part of the community that we did, there was a Multnomah County tunnel. And if you were 1980, what if you were a senior, right? You were sort of obligated to go down into this tunnel that particular year and write your name on the tunnel. You try to write some positive things about your class that you're, you know, like whatever grade you were in. We were 85, so we would try to write positive shit, like class of 85 rules, or you might add that to your own name, you know, rules, or kicks ass, or something. And we would do that. Our own names, class of 85, and then that we did that like the guys before us did it, you know. And it was kind of dangerous, but you didn't have to paint it, you know. You didn't have to paint your name, because if tunnels get pretty dirty, so you could just take a shirt or something, and you can clean your name into it. It's not that difficult. So we did that, and that was something we did. I remember, I'll never forget that night. Now, about 10, 15 years later, I'm coming through town. I'm coming to play a show. I got this tour manager that came to Reno with me a few times. Spike, we called. We thought it was a guy for a long time. Spike turned out to be a chick, and I don't have any problem with how you want to present yourself. I don't care, you know. But it took a while to figure that out. But that's not what I'm talking about. We came into town. We came through the tunnel that I had written my name in 85, and I said, "Hey, Spike, you know, when I was a kid, this tunnel, when you were, when you graduated, you came down and you wrote your name. It was a tradition, you know." And she was like, "Yeah, that's great." Yeah. And then we get to the hotel, do the show, and a bunch of my friends that hadn't come out for years came out, and I saw them in the dressing room. I said, "Let's go do something." And they said, "Well, we like to go to this karaoke bar." And I thought, "Well, all right, I'll do that with you." So we went to it, and I sang "Sweet Child O' Mine." That's pretty good. It's dry up here. So we do karaoke for quite a long time. I don't remember the last 2 hours of it. Wake up the next day. We got a gig in California. We're driving down through, and we start coming towards the Multnomah County Tunnel. And I see it says, "Todd Snider rules." And so I said to her, I said, "Spike, tell me that I didn't put that up there." And she said, "You don't remember putting that up there?" And I said, "Let's re-illustrate your job description. You think I give a shit if I'm in tune? Listen, this is the shit that you're supposed to keep me from doing. All the other shit I don't care about. And, okay, as a tour manager, you should have stopped the whole thing. As a friend, rules? I had to write rules? If it's a friend, you couldn't have said, "Don't put rules. Just put your name." But, hey, there's a good end, though, because then the tour ended like a month and a half later. I was back in Nashville. I got a call from a friend of mine that I grew up with from Portland. Hadn't been in town for the show. she called, she said, how was your show in Portland? I said, it seemed like it went pretty good. She said, it must have gone pretty good because one of your fans went down into the Multnomah County Tunnel and wrote Todd Snider rule. We're lost in space, racing that moon, climbing the walls of a hurricane, still overall, can't complain. All I wanted was one chance, let freedom ring. All I said I had a permit, tags and everything. I never made it through the red tape. Got this paper hat, got a job working weekdays. You want fries with that? I got nothing to lose, nothing to gain. It's like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. Can't complain. I was talking with my girlfriend, told her I was stressed. Said I'm going off the deep end. She said, God, once give it a rest. We're all waiting in the dugout, thinking we should pitch. How you gonna throw a shutout if all you do is bitch? You got nothing to lose, nothing to gain. It's like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. Can't complain. Now I've got a brand new dance. Need one more shot. Just need one last chance. No one won't get caught. Wanna make my last stand. This time I can't be bought. Then again, on the other hand, how much have you got? Got nothing to lose, nothing to gain. It's like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. Can't complain. The loud of place, the loud of tune, lost in space, racing that moon, climbing the walls of a hurricane. Comes out like next month, and so I appreciate you letting me try some of that stuff out. And I still gotta learn that shit. Having a good time so far, though, eh? That Keith Sykes, eh? That's great. He's got some CDs. You can buy those. I bet you'd like them. I used to. I was living in San Marcos, Texas. I used to have this record store where I would go down. I got in such a good relationship with the owner of the record store that I could just give him $20 and I knew he would give me something that I liked. And that's how I found like John Prine and Chris Christopherson and Billy Joe Shaver, people like that, from this one guy. And one day he gave me Keith Sykes' album. He said, try this, and it was called 1, 2, 3. And I got obsessed with it. And I remember I told my dad I was obsessed with it about 50 million times. I would just talk to him on the phone. He's a construction guy, you know. And I was always telling him about all my favorite singers. And one day he was in Memphis working on a construction job, and he went into a bar. And he said, he called me from the bar, and he says, hey, isn't Keith Sykes one of them guys you're talking about all the time? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, this chick in here that's bartending says her sister's married to him. I said, see if you can find out where he lives. So she told him where he lived. And then I had this old Buick LeSabre, 1974 before. And I thought it would make it from Austin, Texas to Memphis, but it didn't. I lost it in this town called Waxahachie, Texas. And then I hitched a ride to Memphis. And I went to where my dad said that Keith's house was. And I had his, at the time, all the records he'd had out I had memorized. And I knocked on his door. And it was in the middle of the afternoon. He opened the door, and he was drinking wine, I remember. And I said, I love you, can I come in? And not many people would say this, but he said, okay. And he let me live on his couch for a long time, and took care of me, showed me how to go. And showed me a million other things, and eventually hooked it up so that I could get he was the one that called the record company so that I could start making albums. So I'm glad that you got to hear him tonight, and I want to get him to come out here and play this song with me. Todd from Memphis, Tennessee. This bar, they turned on their lights and they said, hey old timer, we're gonna have to ask you to step out of the car. I was the only kid when I called him a couple of dicks. Still ain't made him do the stupid human tricks. Stuck in this jail with a bunch of dumb hicks, and I still don't know why. I think I'm an alright guy. I just won't live until I got want a Joan Baez hootenanny thing, turn it into a fireman's ball, you know what I'm talking about? So even the semi-drunk say, they got more I got, they're more right. Conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American male, gay bashing, black fearing, war fighting, tree killing, regional leaders of sale, shirt tucking, backslapping, frat housing, cake tapping, hater of hippies like me. Tree hugging, peace loving, pot smoking, porn watching, lazy ass hippies like me. Tree hugging, peace loving, pro-choice and gay wedding, widespread panic digging hippies like me. Skin color blinded, conspiracy minded, protesters of corporate greed. We who have nothing and most likely will till we all end up locked up in jails by conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American males. Diamonds and dogs, boys and girls, we're living together in two separate worlds. We're following leaders up mountains of shame, still looking for someone to blame. I know who I like to blame. Conservative Christian, right-wing Republican, straight white American male. Soul-saving, flag-waving, rush-loving, lamb-paving, personal friends to the quail. Quite diligently, working so hard to keep the free reins of this democracy. From tree-hugging, peace-loving, pot-smoking, porn-watching, lazy-ass hippies like me. Tree-hugging, peace-loving, barefoot and folk singing, lazy-ass hippies like me. Thank you, Reno. God love you. Thank you for coming out and making this a great night. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna do a couple. I want to leave you with a couple songs. This one is new. In 1984, I lived in this town with my brother, San Marcos, Texas, and we used to hang out with the rugby team. And the rugby team, they had parties that anybody could go to. They didn't care, you know? They didn't care who you were. If you wanted to go to their party, you could go. And the reason why they didn't care is because there was no chicks there. So whoever you were, they thought maybe you'd bring a chick next time. So, but it was always fun. But me and my brother, we decided we wanted to go to the fraternity party because that's where the chicks were. And then we found out pretty quick that was one of the fastest ways to get beat up in the world. You go into one of those parties and they're like, some guy will like make eye contact with you. And then when you make eye contact back with him, he'll say, what are you looking at? And then you can either say you or nothing. Both answers are wrong. And then usually, like, no one's ever satisfied just beating you up by themselves. So some of their friends usually try to help beat you up here. That's been my experience. This song, I want to dedicate, I take on it, and I don't sing this from my own person, I sing this from the character of somebody who might have beat me up one time. But I want to send it out very sincerely to anybody who ever played rugby, maybe? And anybody that's having a party tonight that anybody can go to. Those are the best ones. Wait, hang on a second. Oh, wait a second. Well, this could take us... No, I clearly already have a plan. But I heard y'all do that. What the fuck? What is wrong? Well, it's supposed to be in tune, so all right. This goes. You know what this is called? A Tale of Two Fraternity Brothers. A memoir. Those are pretty loose these days. Remember that kid we beat up back in college? Me, you, and Thompson, out in front of the frat. And that hippie ran home crying to his parents. I can't believe you got us out of that. How sweet was that? God, we were drunk. We drove around all night after with that keg in the trunk. And when the cop pulled us over, you talked us out of that too. You've got away with it. You've got away. You get away with things that you say. I had to quit partying about 1.5 years after you did. I don't regret it though. I think it was fun. Besides, it was the 70s. We were a couple of rich kids. And aside from that one hippie, we never really hurt anyone. Well, there was that other thing that I won't even say. And as God is my witness, I'll take that to my grave. Because that was an accident. And you did what you had to do. You got away with it. You got away. You get away with the things that you say. I worry forever, never for you. You'll get away with it. You always do. never did tell me what happened with you and your brother down there in Florida. I heard they gave you a hell of a time. Everyone around here was afraid you might lose. I told them not to worry. I knew you'd be fine. You had me out here to Camp David a few times over the years. I think the first time we were teenagers, sneaking beers. Look at you now, you old son of a bitch. You got the run of this place. Unbelievable. You got away with it. You got away. You've got away with the things that you say. I worry forever, never for you. You'll get away with it. You always do. You'll get away with this new thing too. Always on the go. Never take a minute off. Too busy making dough. Someday for sure you're gonna see the world when you're a millionaire. How far you gonna travel in some old rocking chair? Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Going to take that ocean trip, no matter come what may. You got your reservations, but you just can't get away. Someday for sure you're gonna see the world, you're gonna really get around. How far you gonna travel if you're 6 feet underground? Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Get out and see the world. Always on the go. Never take a minute off. Too busy making dough. Someday for sure you're gonna see the world when you're a millionaire. How far you gonna travel in some old rocking chair? Oh, you worry when the weather's cold. You worry when it's hot. You worry when you're doing well. You worry when you're not. Just worry all the time. You don't know how to laugh. We'll think of something funny when we write your epitaph. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Oh, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Oh, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Oh, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Y'all sing to me for a second. Enjoy yourself. It's later.